Jackson and Connor are back with the latest JC Sports, and it's all about March Madness. The Red and Gold Show starts now. Hello Crusaders, and welcome to the Red and Gold Show. I'm Camille Schrader, bringing you the news from the 007 studio. It's St. Patrick's Day, Crusaders. You know what that means in Indy, the greening of the canal. This year's Hoosier Lottery greening of the canal has even more meaning for Scecina because Mr. Hegarty is presiding over it. Scecina's Director of International Programs was named Indianapolis Irish Citizen of the Year, so he gets to oversee some St. Patrick's Day's festivities. Normally, he would serve as Grand Marshal of the parade too, but that was canceled again this year because of COVID. We'll have more on this later in the week, but congrats to Mr. Hegarty for this honor, and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. The canned food drive may be over, Crusaders, but we're still reaping the rewards of a job well done. Remember, we can be out of uniform all week. Please follow the Crazy Friday dress-out rules, so no hoodies or ripped jeans. Ms. Rossworm conducted the final drawings for Chick-fil-A cards for students who met their individual goal of 35 cans. Here are the winners. Congrats, Crusaders. Please see Miss Rossworm on Thursday or Friday to pick up your gift card. There's more info to come on the ice cream party for the sophomore class, so stay tuned. Let's head over to Allie, who will keep us up to date with our Crusader clubs.
Thanks, Camille. Calling all faith-minded students. Mr. Fallon, Scecina's campus minister, is hosting a new club called Christ Crusaders. This faith-based club will study the Bible and pray together and discuss how to better follow Christ as teenagers. The club will meet in the library today from 3:15 to 4 p.m. They will also meet via Teams on Friday from 3:30 to 4:15. This club is open to all students, not just Catholics. Contact Mr. Fallon with any questions. That's it for clubs. Back to Camille for more news.
Thanks, Allie. Ready to give that little extra and help our neighborhood? The Little Flower Neighborhood Association will be picking up trash next Tuesday, and they would love for students to help. Volunteers are meeting at 5:30 p.m. at Brookside Park in the parking lot by the basketball court. It is a 45-minute time commitment. Trash bags will be provided, but volunteers need to bring their own gloves. Now, let's check out our lunch menu. Now, back to Emily for today's Crusader Sports.
Thanks, Camille. Spring sports officially began on Monday, but there are no games this week. We heard from Connor yesterday about JC Sports hosting a bracket challenge for Scecina. You know the guys are going to be fired up with their own predictions. It's time for JC Sports.
This is Connor from JC Sports. I'm going to show you guys how to join the bracket. So first, you're going to go to My Groups and you're going to hit Create or Join a Group. And then you're going to scroll down and search group. It's going to be capital SMHS and then space bracket. And it's going to be the second one because there's two SMHS brackets. It's the second one. And then just join group. Alright, and then you're going to go to My Bracket. Alright, so for the first game, Gonzaga, I'm going to take Gonzaga obviously. Oklahoma versus Missouri. It's going to be a good game. I'm going to go Oklahoma though. Creighton versus UCSB. That's going to be actually a really good game, but I'm going to go Creighton. And then I have an upset here. Virginia versus Ohio. Give me the Bobcats. So I'm going to go Ohio over Virginia. Like I said earlier, if Drake beats Wichita State, Drake's beating USC, but I took USC. Kansas versus East Washington, give me Kansas. Oregon versus VCU, I'll take Oregon. Iowa versus Grand Canyon, give me Iowa. Michigan, give me Michigan, obviously. Shout out Mr. Dugan. LSU, give me LSU. Colorado versus Georgetown. Georgetown's coming off the Big East Tournament championship. I'm going to take Colorado, though. Florida State versus UNC Greensboro. I'll take Florida State. This is actually another upset. I'm going to take the Spartans of Michigan State to beat UCLA and then to go on and beat BYU. And then I'm going to take Texas. UConn versus Maryland. Give me the Terrapins of Maryland. Alabama versus Iona. Alabama looks really good right now. Baylor versus Hartford. I'll take Baylor. North Carolina, Wisconsin. This is going to be a really good game, but I'm going to go with the Tar Heels of North Carolina. I have another upset in the next game. Give me Winthrop over Villanova. Villanova without Colin Gillespie is nothing. Purdue versus North Texas. I'll take Purdue. Texas Tech over Utah State. Take Texas Tech. Arkansas over Colgate. Florida, Georgia Tech, give me Florida. Ohio State versus Oral Roberts, give me Ohio State. Illinois, obviously, in the next game. Georgia Tech over Loyola Chicago. Tennessee over Oregon State. Oklahoma State over Liberty. That's going to be a really good game, though. I have an upset here. Syracuse over San Diego State. They've been playing really well lately. West Virginia over Morehead State. I have Rutgers beating Clemson, and then I have Houston beating Cleveland State. And now on to the round of 32. Gonzaga, Oklahoma. I'll go Gonzaga. I'm going to go Ohio over Creighton. And then I'll take Kansas over USC. And then I'll go Iowa over Oregon, Michigan over LSU, Colorado over Florida State, Texas over Michigan State, and then Alabama over Maryland, Baylor over North Carolina, Purdue over Winthrop, Texas Tech over Arkansas, and then Ohio State over Florida. And now Illinois over Georgia Tech. That's going to be a really good game, though. Oklahoma State over Tennessee. Cade Cunningham is going to be the difference there. West Virginia over Syracuse. And then Houston over Rutgers. So on to the Elite Eight. Gonzaga over Ohio. Iowa over Kansas. Colorado over Michigan. Alabama over Texas, Baylor over Purdue, Ohio State over Texas Tech, Illinois over Oklahoma State, and West Virginia over Houston. Gonzaga over Iowa, Alabama over Colorado, Ohio State over Baylor, and Illinois over West Virginia. And then Gonzaga to beat Alabama in the Final Four, and Illinois to beat Ohio State. And then I have Gonzaga winning 65-63. This is the best bracket you guys can get, so take tips. All right, that'll do it for my bracket. Now we got to see what Jackson's gonna do.
Thanks, guys. Get those brackets submitted online by tomorrow, Crusaders, and join in on our friendly March Madness fun. That's it for sports. Back to Camille for more news.
Thanks, Emily. Now, let's check out today's forecast. Attention pro-life students, this could be for you. Right to Life of Indianapolis is sponsoring several contests, and you could win prizes for expressing your pro-life beliefs. The organization is hosting an essay contest, an art contest, and a speech contest for high school students. It is also offering a $1,000 scholarship. All entries are due by April 1st. For details on each contest and the scholarship, visit the organization's website at rtlindy.org. Good luck, Crusaders. That's it for today's news. Stay safe, stay connected, and give that little extra. Later, Saders.